Why Nnamdi Kanu is still left in prison and for how long this will happen. Senator Abaribe confessed, exposed Tinubu. Yes, Senate Minority Leader Chief Abaribe has decided to speak up, confess, and reveal what the truth actually is on the continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, Abaribe don't talk in mind, he don't talk the whole truth wey im get for mouth. He exposed Tinubu to the full, as in why Tinubu still want Nnamdi Kanu in that very prison, who actually is behind this, and why he will not release Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, my people, story plenty. Let's quickly go into this content and then let's see what the truth actually lies. Make una hear this one, oh. Una hear am. Don't blink an eye. Let's listen to this.
This statement has really set the political space on fire.
Well, that's a question that we're going to pose to the president of Nigeria, not to me. We have made representations concerning Nnamdi Kanu. We have also made sure that we have reached every aspect of the reachable, let me just put it that way. At a particular time, they said, oh, it has to be a national security issue. So we went and met the national security advisor, and they said, oh, it's a legal issue. We went and met the attorney general. They say, oh, it's a different. And so at the point now, so our conclusion is that this matter will have to be resolved politically. And to be resolved,
especially among people from the southeast who have been waiting for updates about Kanus case. And please, before we go deeper into this gist, kindly like this video right now and subscribe if you haven't done that, because the details I'm about to share will give you.
Imagine, see what has just been exposed by Abaribe, saying that already an agreement has been made with the president, Tinubu, that the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be resolved politically, because already they know that they brought him into this country politically. So it should end politically, because if they say that they should continue with this very legal thing, nothing will come out of it, because that is not the real means used in getting Nnamdi Kanu, out and down to Nigeria. They did not arrest Nnamdi Kanu legally. It was criminal. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in a very criminal way. You understand? It is criminalistic. It was a criminalistic pattern. So Nigerian government will have to pass through that same means to get him out of that very dungeon. So Abaribe, in fact, has exposed Tinubu himself that this was our discussion. This was my discussion, not just me, with Tinubu and some other top ministers and commissioners. And take you back to the video. You will hear more. Let's watch this.
Why is the government so determined to keep Nnamdi Kanu in custody, even after court rulings abroad have described his arrest as unlawful? Now, let's look at this carefully. The government side believes that releasing Kanu suddenly could create fresh tension in the country. They say Ipobi has had violent clashes with security agencies in the past, and letting him out without proper arrangement could spark more unrest. But on the other hand, people from the southeast and human rights groups believe that holding him this long only increases tension, not peace. They argue that freedom through dialogue is the best way to restore unity. And when Abaribe spoke, he was emotional about it. He said, "We've begged, we've reasoned, we've offered guarantees, but the answer is still no. It's like talking to a wall, and that's what's frustrating many people in the East right now." But one interesting part is that Abaribe didn't just complain. He made it clear that they are still open to dialogue. He said the Southeast leaders are still ready to stand as surety for Kanus release, meaning they will personally take responsibility that Kanu will obey the law if freed. That's a strong move, and it shows that their focus is peace, not politics. And as I'm telling you this now, remember to like this video and subscribe. Let's make sure more people get to understand what's really going on, because the mainstream media sometimes just give you headlines without explaining the full story. Now, for President Tinubu, his silence or firm stand on this matter has started to make people wonder if this issue has become more political than legal. Some say maybe he doesn't want to look weak by giving in to pressure. Others say he might be waiting for the right time, maybe closer to elections or some strategic moment to use Kanu's release as a unifying gesture. Nobody knows for sure. But one thing we do know is that this situation is getting more emotional by the day. For the average person in the Southeast, this isn't just about politics. It's about feeling heard and respected. Many people see Kanu's continued detention as proof that the region's concerns don't get enough attention. And that's why when Abaribe talks, people listen, because he has always been known as a strong voice for his people. In recent weeks, several groups have also joined the call. Religious leaders, community elders, and even some business figures have all been asking the president to take this step in the interest of peace. They believe that if Kanu is released, it will calm nerves and create a fresh opportunity for national unity. But there's also the flip side. Some people fear that releasing him without clear agreements might lead to fresh agitations. That's the kind of fear that keeps the government cautious. And you know how Nigeria politics works. Every move has a reaction. As Abaribe himself said, the aim is not to cause trouble, but to make peace. And when someone like him speaks in such a calm but firm tone, it means the patience of many people is wearing thin. Now, let's think about what this means for the country. For Tinubu, this is a test of leadership. It's a test of how much he's willing to listen, balance power, and make decisions that bring people together instead of dividing them. If he decides to release Kanu, it could send a strong message that his government is ready for reconciliation and fairness. But if he continues to hold him, then the agitation and political tension may grow stronger. Please, as you're watching, don't forget to like this video right now and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and also keeps you updated anytime a new gist like this drops. Now, one important thing that Abaribe mentioned is that this issue has gone beyond legal arguments. It has become an emotional topic for millions of Nigerians. Some see Kanu as a freedom fighter, others see him as someone who crossed legal lines. But no matter where you stand, you can't deny that his case has affected national unity. The funny thing is, both sides, the government and Kanu's supporters, say they want peace, but their ways of getting there are different. The government wants security first, while the supporters want justice first. That's where the tension lies. Over the past...
Abaribe has gone beyond, telling telling you what is not. No, he has gone beyond that. If you know Abaribe, you will know that he has been a man of his words. Yes, right from the time he was standing for Nnamdi Kanu, why the whole Nigeria was pointing fingers at him, Abaribe was still very strong, defending Nnamdi Kanu, saying, okay, if this is what will cause his death, let it cause. I'm telling you. So telling you that, okay, this was our discussion, this was our agreement. Why are we arguing? You see, it's very painful. It's very painful. He has even gone as far as letting you know what